Anyways, here we go. Hit record, so. Bada bing, bada boom. Josh,
Check.
take it away.
4. I can't freestyle. check these bars
Late
out.
night.
Ready? I'm gonna try. What was that? Welcome back to Room 101. Sit back, relax, and just have some fun. Pull up a chair and maybe some snacks, but I'ma pass the flow right over to Satch.
Bruh, I don't rap. You know I'm white. I don't rap. Ethan, you're up.
I'm rapping,
Yeah.
just crapping, just strapping with the 9 million.
Perfect,
Fire.
bro.
Straight
Perfect.
fire.
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
know we were
so-
on that like that.
Dude, it's funny because they couldn't even hear the beat. They're
Oh,
just
yeah,
like, what's
that's
going
right.
on?
You're just hearing us mumbling.
Thanks so much.
They're just like,
Yo, that makes me feel a little more insecure. What the?
Yeah.
nah, man.
I wonder what it sounded like. You know?
Dude, you guys sounded better than me because I don't rap.
You don't.
Hey,
he
the
doesn't
beat was
rap.
good though.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, he made it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
it was a little fun. We'll have to play it for our live studio audience.
Yeah, give us a clap.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've got,
awesome. It's only one person.
for she even has a mic too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They got mics
Is
if
the
they want to.
spokesperson?
They want to tap in.
Yes, we got unexpected visitors, but we
Got-
took you in with open arms.
Dude, they're not homeless, bro.
Yeah.
Foster children.
Yeah, we take offense at that, so be careful.
Yes. So we got Rachel, right?
Oh, yeah, you
Kara.
wanna-
Eric.
Say
Wait,
hi.
oh yeah,
Mike.
say
Say
what,
hi,
say what
Rachel.
up. Say what up, Rachel.
What's up?
There you go.
Nice.
Kara, Sarah,
Kara.
Kara. Dang it, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get you
Yeah,
too confused.
I'm Sarah. It's okay.
Sarah.
We're roommates, so we're used to it.
Okay, word.
That's all it is.
Do
Anyway.
people actually get you guys confused?
People
I
actually do.
get him confused.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, hey Sarah.
Anyway, you can refer to any of us, and we'll respond or not, because we're just here to answer.
Have a good time. Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up.
We're not here for a long time.
Yeah,
Here
and
for a
then
good
It's a
this.
good time.
This is my best friend. Not that guy. This is my best
Thanks,
friend,
man.
Ethan. Say what's up, Ethan.
What's up, Ethan?
Awesome.
That was
Oh, good.
that was great. Okay. Anyways, Josh, you're running this thing, bro.
Oh, snaps.
Tupo's not here.
All right, yeah. So Tupo decided to bail. He's no longer a member of Last Note.
No.
So,
He went to go start his big old Polynesian family of 15 kids.
yeah,
Wow.
deep secret. We weren't supposed to tell yet, but that's all right. So yeah, today, since Ethan and these ladies are our guests, we're gonna let them. We'll give a quick introduction, and then we'll move on to our topics because you guys have somewhere to be after. So Ethan, tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
Anything. Tell us the fascinating stuff, the boring stuff.
Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? Why are you here?
Where am I going?
Where
Yeah,
are you going?
basically.
What's
yeah.
the purpose of life? Okay, got
Yeah, all the good ones.
it. Yeah, Ethan James from
What's your
California.
middle name?
Oh, Avery.
Yes.
Was that necessary?
Yeah.
You want my social too?
Yes, please send it to me.
Yeah. I'll send it to you later. I'll text it.
All right, so
But yeah, I'm from California. I grew up in Southern California, outside of LA, in the area of Lancaster, Palmdale. If you there's some songs about it. Snoop goes there too sometimes. So just look it up.
Snoop double G.
A couple years back, we moved up to Northern California. It was the Bay Area, Monterey. This is cool. I picked up surfing there.
Oh, you're a surfer's boy, huh?
Oh yeah, of course. Just listen to the Beach Boys all the way, you know.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, surfing's been fun. I picked it up after COVID because in Cali you couldn't do much after anything, the shutdown for like ever. So you the only thing you could do in Cali was go outside. So that's what we did, me and the fam, and had some good adventures. You know, had a spot where I got nicked in the neck, punctured in the neck by my surfboard.
Are you sure it was the surfboard?
I am sure.
Okay.
It wasn't a single tooth shark out there.
Fair.
You know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I ride motorcycles. So.
Stop
Yeah,
lying.
Is that
You
cool? or is
tell
that
me you have
lame?
a Harley, bro.
Yeah, I do have a Harley. Sportster 2000.
Must be
1200.
nice.
Must be nice. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Yeah.
Yeah. We got 156 viewers.
Hold the
there
phone.
we
Do you
go.
guys watch our podcast at all? Do you even know about it?
I had never heard of you guys. before an
Dude,
hour
what
ago.
Ethan, what the?
Dude, what? I thought we were best buds.
Sorry, dude. I just didn't.
Dude,
sorry,
you
I
know
dropped
we're
the
on
ball.
the come up.
I dropped the ball on that one, all right? But that's why I
Yeah.
brought the live audience, you know?
Yeah, okay.
All right, that's
I
fair.
gotta make it up.
That's
Fair.
fair.
Are
But
you
we're
guys gonna
listening.
watch it now?
What are you guys called again?
Dang.
That's a no.
Ethan.
Oh, sheesh.
Wait, really? I just forgot.
Ethan, what are we called?
Dude, I don't know.
What do we call it, bro?
What?
Sorry.
You serious right now?
He didn't tell me. Wait,
Okay, we're
Dang.
Room 101.
Oh, wait,
That's the name of the
101.
podcast.
That's
Wait,
what it
that's
was.
not.
That's
Hold on, that's not our
No,
group
that's
name.
the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
Room.
The group name is Last Note.
What's the difference?
Okay, so. So we actually primarily are basically a band. We make music. Podcast is kind of just a side thing we do. Like, you get it? So, like, our group name, our band name is Last Note. But this podcast that we're doing is called Room 101, Chilling with Last
Should be,
Note.
side note, though.
Side note.
I thought that's clever, you know?
That's
like-
clever. I'll give you that.
Dang.
We're not that.
But, okay, Room 101, that's your podcast name. Last Note is what you want to be known by, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are known by. We don't want to
You
be.
are-
Yeah, are known by
That's
them.
the spirit.
It's not spirit, it's fact. But
Dude.
Wait, so I thought you guys were like last gents or something. Gents with
Oh,
vocals
Gents
or
with
something?
vocals?
I thought that's what it was.
Dude.
this is former. We've been through a
That-
few name changes with.
I like
Yeah.
I like Gents
members
with
coming in
vocals.
and
No, we
out.
we
I
liked
watched
it.
your old stuff. It was good.
We
we-
like didn't even do anything.
It was
It
just
was good. It's still good.
Gents with vocals went through some stuff. So
Okay.
Last Note is more of like the up and coming version of us.
The very
Oh, I
first
see, I
group
see.
name we ever had was actually Pulsing Harmony when we were all in high school.
Pulsing
There was
Harmony.
5 of us,
Yeah.
Oh.
and then we went to some other random name for one performance at the University of Utah,
Yeah.
and then
And then
Gents with
another name for the talent show.
yeah, double stuffed Oreos
Yeah.
because there's 2 brown guys and 2 white guys.
Oh gosh, dang.
Our choir teacher gave us that name.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
choir
she
teacher?
actually
Yeah.
named us. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, and then Gents with vocals, and now Last Note is here to stick,
Yeah.
like a sticky note.
You like that?
Rachel liked that one. That was good. Huh? Thank you. It's so much better than Sarah's.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Whatever, okay?
Side note.
No, Room 101 is an inside joke for the 3 of us, at least, and anyone who went to our high school.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
So that's why we named it. We always wanted to name it Room 101.
All right,
So
all
we
right.
just did. And Last Note's in the name. Technically, the name's Room 101, Chilling with Last
Look, I'll
Note.
show you real
Chilling
quick.
with Last
So-
Note.
Go look it up on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you do your stuff.
Click.
We got people in this house that don't even listen.
Wow. Oh, it has a colon in it. That changes things, though.
Yeah. How?
How, yeah.
Hold on.
Explain.
Explain that.
It's like, chapter 1, colon,
Wow, that was
having
very...
a good time with my friends. It just makes you think that next part's gonna be so good.
Hey,
Interesting.
maybe there will be a part 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
maybe,
yeah, I
actually.
can see it.
You never know.
That's a
We
good
could
idea.
start it.
Good
Maybe
thing we
we'll-
got it on record.
Maybe all of us in this room will start a podcast.
Hey,
Hey, huh?
Huh?
side note.
We'll
Real-
keep, side note.
You can take side note.
Side note and last note.
Yeah. Dude, Battle of the Bands?
Battle
Just
of-
kidding.
So wait, hold on. You're in a band.
Yes,
Band name.
not applicable.
Oh, that's sick, bro.
We don't have one yet.
Oh,
we
okay.
just started this band
Oh,
like
yeah,
a couple
we
weeks
don't
ago.
You're
know
fresh.
The name
Yeah.
of it yet.
Because she just hopped in today
I just
for the
barely
vocals.
joined, yeah.
We've had a drummer and we have a guitarist and me as the bass. And we've been jamming for a bit, but no vocals, so no one really wants to hear just 3 guys playing So we needed
Dude,
someone to
what are
sing.
you trying to say right now?
No, I'm
What
no,
is
it's
it?
all
Do you
good.
know how many members are in our band?
And you know how many of them are guys?
Yeah.
2, excluding Josh.
Dude.
Yeah,
It's all right. It's okay.
that's all right. I'm Mexican. That makes up 3.
No, but we
people.
needed some vocals, and one guy sings, but that's
the guitar player.
yeah. How'd you know? Yeah.
Dude, it's always the guitar player.
But yeah, it's a little tough on him sometimes. He can do it. It's just that with all the stuff that's going on, it's probably easier if we had somebody else like specializing, so to speak, in it.
Mm.
And that's
Fair.
why Sarah's here.
So Sarah's a big vocalist.
I'm not a big vocalist. This is actually my first band that I've ever been, so it's kind of like my big break. So I really shouldn't give you guys a hard time. Because
Aren't you in a choir right now?
Yes, I'm in a
Whoa.
choir. I've never been in a band.
What choir?
That's so different
What
than.
choir are you in?
I'm in a choir in Salt Lake.
Oh, word.
Salt Lake Choral Artist?
How do you know?
Because I was once in that choir.
Stop it.
Yeah,
oh, with
I
what's her
actually
face?
Tell me the name.
With Jane?
With Jane.
Do you know her last name?
No. Forgot her last name.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, do you know the director of the choir?
Isn't that the director of the choir?
You don't know what's the director's
What's the name of the director then?
His name is Brady Allred.
Oh, no,
Oh.
yeah, Brady Allred. Yeah. I've done stuff there, yeah.
I don't know if I believe you saying that.
No,
Dude,
no, yeah.
yeah.
He tried to get me into it too, but I don't want to pay.
Who's this Jane woman then?
Jane, okay, so she does another choir in Salt Lake that
Oh,
I
I
did.
see.
Yeah. Choir boy over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
man of many talents.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
that's
was
nice.
the
I
one that
like it.
actually got us to perform at the U when we were in high school.
Oh, wait, where did you guys go to high school?
Why are you looking at me, dude?
I don't
Answer the
know.
question.
It's a tough
American
question.
Prep
It's a tough question.
Academy.
Oh, wow, that sounds very
No,
It's
it's
not.
not.
hefty.
It's not.
Clever.
No, people who. Never mind. I'm not going to roast the community.
Yeah.
Where did you go to high school?
I grew up in San Diego, so it's called
Oh,
Poway High
snaps.
School.
Boo.
Cali, dude.
I'm just
Cali,
kidding.
Cali kids.
Dang, what about you guys?
10, bro.
Where'd you go to high school? Let's hear it so we can dog on you.
Yeah.
I went to high school in China.
Wait, for real?
Really?
You capping.
Rachel,
Dang.
can you speak like Mandarin? Stop
no,
lying!
Say something in Mandarin. Full sentence.
What do you want me to say?
Tell Josh he's cool.
Josh Hanku.
Oh, snap, bro.
Wow,
Dang.
that was
Dang.
unreal.
Haku.
How cool.
Right? Am I saying it right?
That's sick. What was
Dude.
your high school called?
It was called the International School of Beijing.
Damn.
I was expecting something in like.
Yeah. Yeah. for
That's
real.
cool though.
Wow.
That's what's up. All right, Kara. Sorry,
Boom.
I almost said Sarah.
I went to school in Florida.
Dang.
Dang.
Both coasts.
Wait, what was it called?
It's called Niceville High School.
Nice.
Niceville.
That's nice.
What the heck?
These names, man. Niceville.
Niceville. Clever.
What do they speak in Florida? It's a terrible joke. You don't have to respond.
Dude, they
Okay.
they
Dope.
speak spring break in Florida.
Spring. Hey, yo, let's go to Disney World, y'all. Dude,
Dude, that's crazy.
Florida.
So you're not from China, are you?
She's Chinese.
No.
Okay.
Awesome.
We'll get to you in a
Okay,
second.
it's all good. It's all good. Keep going. You can go ahead, Rachel.
Oh yeah, I'm from Virginia.
Virginia.
Oh, bet.
West Virginia.
What are you
Nice,
skipping
nice.
yourself for? Where are you from?
Florida.
Yeah, she said Florida.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. I thought you just went to high school in Florida. I had,
Already.
they're two different questions, guys.
Yeah.
She's not from China, but she went to high school in China. You got to clarify.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Exactly.
that's fair. That's fair.
And that you're from San Diego,
Yes, well, it's this town called Poway, but it's
named after your high school.
funny enough, the high school is named after the city. Actually.
In case you got me there.
That makes sense.
Sorry. But, yeah.
Really?
But I was, yeah, moved around a lot, but that's where I grew up for a lot of my life, visiting.
Dang.
All right, bet.
I've never been to California.
You should go. It's a good place, you know.
I don't know, dude. We'll see at the end of
I
this
like it a
episode if
lot.
I should go or not.
Dude, we need to go road tripping. Just saying.
But
All right. You said you want to go back to him. What did you want to ask?
Throwing around ethnicities everywhere, bro.
What's yours?
Where are you from? Where's your family from?
Yeah.
whoa. Okay, I just get so I am not Latino, contrary to popular belief.
Really?
I'm right. Am I right?
I thought he was
Yeah,
Latino.
see?
I never did, but keep going.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, he follows
This
the
guy.
spirit on that one. So my mother, she's Filipino. She's from the Philippines,
Nice.
but she was born in Africa. That's a different story.
Wow.
Yeah, a long one for sure. But my dad's white. He's from Cali.
Nice.
That's why I live in Cali. That's why I'm
You're biracial.
biracial. I'm bi.
Biracial,
Yep.
biracial. We're not big enough to get canceled yet, so I can't say anything
Yeah,
that's
so
gonna
it's
offend
fine.
anybody.
We can say whatever we want.
For now, right? For now.
Yeah, for now.
give it
Everyone
a
over.
week, right?
So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be as big as Andrew Tate in a
Oh
week.
gosh.
Then we gotta watch ourselves.
All right, well, Ethan and others want to pick your brain today. We want to know what you have to say.
All right.
We're going to talk about, we have two main topics today. The first one, what are your greatest fears? Talk about fears. And basically, think about it if you got to think about your fears. We want to talk about what your greatest fears are and how you've overcome them.
And how I've overcome them.
Oh, dude.
Not looking at pictures
It's
of
like a
yours.
SAT
No,
question.
I'm just dude. But it's not okay.
There's no
we'll
context
get
for
to
that.
mine, but I still haven't overcome mine.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Oh yeah.
That's rough, man.
Yeah. You want to go first, Satch?
Me?
Yeah.
I never go first.
All right, Ethan. You
Am
want
I
to go
going
first?
Ethan,
Yeah.
what you got?
Greatest fears?
Yeah.
Well, one of them. It's kind of like Josh here. I don't like spiders.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I told you there's one camping in that corner right now? There's like a baby one, though.
There's not, dude.
There totally is, dude.
Is there really?
Yeah, he's got a little web. Noticed it when I was setting up. Anyways,
But,
Yeah, a whole flashback
So I don't like
going on.
spiders.
start sweating.
Yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, just never got over them. They're just so creepy looking, you know? Especially
Mm.
them tarantulas. They got hair. It's like, what the heck is that? And,
That's what people say to Josh when he walks on the inside.
Yeah. Man. What the heck is even that?
yeah, I mean, my dad will always mess around with me, like, oh, there's a spider right there, and he always make me kill it, you know?
Yeah.
Be a man.
So,
Yeah, that's
would
tough
you
on
say you
7-year-old me.
have like actual like arachnophobia, or is it just?
I wouldn't say I have
typical-
an actual arachnophobia, but for sure, if someone else is there that can take care of it, I mean, they can do it, you know?
Fair,
You just act tough.
I'll be, yeah,
Kill it.
in the back of the room, yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
but you're cool with other bugs.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, me and the flies were cool.
So if you come over
So-
for movie night, we have this one bug that loves to just get on the TV. You'd be okay killing it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice.
Movie night is a
Yeah,
good.
just give me a call.
Oh, Ethan, there's a bug on my screen.
Bug on my
How long? will
I'll
we-
be there right there. I'll be there right now.
Arachnophobia is the real deal. One of my best friends, back when I was like a sophomore, I did a presentation on arachnophobia in like I can't remember what class it was. And he had arachnophobia. He has it like really badly.
Mhm.
He was in
So
the class.
Yeah, and this is how cynical I am. I planned the presentation for him. I found the worst pictures.
Oh my
I
gosh.
talked about the worst thing. Yeah.
You're terrible.
it was dope.
Do
Pause
one
the
of those
scene, bro.
images that just
what was he
expand
doing?
on the next
was he
slide.
just freaking out?
Dude, he left he tossed a table like left the room, bro. Like he was freaking out. And he's this big Samoan dude.
Oh god.
Oh,
like,
snaps.
ET.
Did he see you after
Yeah.
school
Like,
or
walking
what?
around. What?
Did he see you after school or what?
Oh yeah, dude. We're like best friends though.
Oh,
so
okay,
like,
okay.
you know.
I thought I said he was gonna beat you up or something.
But no, if it was anyone else, I wouldn't have done it. But because it was him, I was like, I gotta.
No,
do it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some freaky stuff, you know.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do it for you. Just.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah,
I'm just
we can
kidding.
pass on
I
that.
got you, bro.
No. Oh, shoot.
Oh, snap.
I hate Spider-Man.
Great. Okay. Well, I guess that's more of a. Not like a crazy. Fear to like. Do you have to hype yourself up to kill a spider?
Yeah.
Okay, but
sure.
you can do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no,
I
yeah.
have to.
that's not nothing.
Well, if they have to be a certain size,
Not one of the big ones.
Heck no, dude. I'll leave. I'll move if I have to.
Really?
Yeah,
What do they got in
nasty.
California?
You seen those stuff in like Australia?
Yeah, the ones
Them
that
suckers
eat
that are big
birds.
as like a soccer ball.
Yeah,
No, not even.
yeah. I don't think I'd do that either.
Just run up and kick it.
No way, dude. I'm not even looking at that thing. I'm leaving.
Getting out of there. Wait, what kind of spiders do they have in China? Do they have anything crazy?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Regular spiders.
Regular spiders, huh?
Dang.
Fair.
That was
Let's see.
anticlimactic.
Yeah, I was so
expecting some
excited.
crazy.
I was like, dang,
Should I know?
the spiders
You
in
should have said it
China.
in Chinese or something.
Yeah.
Then you would have totally just gotten us. Like, we would have
For real.
no idea what it was.
Yeah, oh shoot!
Oh, wow.
That's
That sounds
crazy.
gnarly.
Do you have another big fear, or is it mainly just that one?
I mean, I broke my collarbone back
Oh, yeah,
in
that's right.
January. Pretty bad break. It was a Z fracture, so my collarbone was all straight, but then it lifted up and bent over each other,
Ooh.
and I hurt for a bit. And it's not like a huge fear or anything, but when people touch this stuff, it just hurts. So
Your collarbone?
yeah, or when like sometimes we walk around the house. And I like hit my shoulder, my
Oh,
right
yeah.
shoulder. I broke my left collarbone, so that's clear. So if I broke my right shoulder, I get kind of like little, I guess queasy would be a better word than scared, because I'm like, like I don't know, just I want to say it's like PTSD or nothing, but that's what it seems like sometimes.
But just
Like,
is it
sometimes if
like
I-
your
I-
worst injury that you've had?
Oh, for sure, yeah. That put surgery on it, and put on a titanium plate.
Were you riding your Harley when it happened?
No, I wasn't. If I do that, if I crash on my Harley, I'm probably gonna be dead. So.
I mean, fair.
That's
fair.
You were dirt biking, right? When you broke
This was a snowboard
Oh, snowboarding.
up in
that's
Brighton.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
With
remember.
Josh Page.
Yeah, the Josh, man.
So
So
I have a
sick.
question because I broke both my collarbones when I was like
Oh, there we
super
go.
little,
One up.
and like when people, I'm not trying to one up you, bro. I
Okay, we
promise.
get it. You're
I
better than
promise.
me,
I
okay?
broke all three of my collarbones. Even.
What can
Be
I say?
careful.
No, but like when people, if someone were to come up and kind of touch me right here, it doesn't hurt or anything, but I like get queasy.
No, that's exactly what I'm
Is that
trying
how
to
it-
say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they come near it, and it kind of just changed it a little bit, like when I do sports sometimes,
Yeah.
it just, I don't know if you have it too, but it's like kind of like aches a little bit.
Yeah.
It feels almost like sore in a sense. But like longboarding stuff, right? Like you longboard. Like you longboard, Sam?
Nah, I wish I did.
Okay, yeah.
It'd be cool.
So I ride regular style, not goofy. So my left is always in front of me. That's why I broke my collarbone on the snowboard. But now, like whenever I ride stuff like that, like even a ripstick or something, and I like fall down,
Rip it.
it's like I'm falling on my left shoulder where I
Yeah.
broke it. And it's like a little freaky. That's why I kind of laid back a little bit on the riding. So, because if I fall down again, I don't think it's gonna break.
Yeah.
It's obviously plated and has screws and everything on there, but it's just little, I don't know, trauma, I guess.
PTSD.
Yeah.
PTSD. I'm
That
shocked.
would
Shell
make
shocked
sense.
for sure.
Dang. That's crazy, bro. What else? Anybody else got any like, crazy fears? It could be anything. It could be something deep.
You guys are fearless, huh?
Yeah. Look at him, bro.
Whereas like I got life in the bag.
no,
I'm not afraid of anything.
nothing.
If only.
Dude, I got one along kind of like surface level, like what we've been talking about. I can't rub certain fabrics.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm like scared when people come up and like, I don't know, if they rub past me, I hate it. And so like I don't like touching, like when I'm in public, I can't. I will
Like when someone brushes up against
yeah,
you.
like I went to New York. We're walking around.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
was,
was
I was like,
terrible.
don't touch
Super
me.
stiff, I
Please don't touch
assume.
me. It's like
Oh.
weird, you know. But it depends on the fabric. So, I'm just weird, I guess. But,
Never thought about that. Though.
Yeah.
Valid though.
like I can't I couldn't rub this couch with my hand.
Do it right
Okay.
now.
I can't
Conquer that fear.
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It looks like he's joking, but he's genuine.
Yeah, dude. Dude, my hairs are standing up.
Dang.
Thanks for making me do that.
That's all right.
Conquered my fear.
He conquered it. There you go. Oh, I guess we didn't
Yeah.
talk about conquering it, I guess. But
Well, he did.
Hey, you
right?
kill
He conquered it,
spiders.
Yeah,
well,
you
I kill
kill spiders.
spiders.
I'll rub what I have to rub. You know,
I'll rip it on a logboard if I have to. You know?
gotta rip
Yeah.
it.
If I have to, yeah.
Only if you have to.
Only if you have to. All right. Well, I have two big fears. One is heights, because I mean, that one's pretty basic. I just thought it was I'm a basic
It's a
person.
basic.
That's pretty
Um,
basic, yeah.
I didn't find out that I truly had that fear till I went to New York, because we went to the top of the Rock and then the top of the Empire State Building, and I love the view. But when I like went up close to the wall to be able to take
Right.
dope pictures, my whole body just felt numb. My legs were shaking. I felt fine, but my body was like telling me something else. So like there was even, I can't remember which tower it was, but it had like the glass, a clear
Yeah,
floor.
Oh, yeah.
that's yeah.
Like that one it was cool. It was a sick view, but I legit had to look up the whole time, because even if
Wow.
I looked at normal distance, my body would start to shake.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty funky. And then the big one is still don't know how to say it. Trypophobia, I think. Is that right? Trypophobia.
I don't know. Hit images.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
trypophobia.
I'm not gonna look, bro. I'm gonna start ticking if I look at those pictures. Yeah, I don't. I think it was when I was in elementary school. I was in the library, the school library, looking at magazines with pictures of reptiles, and then it got to snakes, because I used to love snakes, you know, and that really intrigued me. And then it was talking about the way how it senses things, and then they had like zoomed in pictures on the face, and like they have sockets on
Oh,
the
yeah.
on the bottom of the jaw. Ever since I saw that image, like anything that resembles that, I tick when I see it. Like thinking about it, bro. I can't. But that fear. Maybe when sometime in the future I can conquer that fear of heights, but that fear for sure I cannot conquer. Because even just a quick glimpse at that image, I will forever see it, and then I'll start ticking. It's not fun. Yeah. So
Can we talk about let's talk about it like a deeper fear. So like for me, like I am naturally like an introvert. Like being around people just makes me tired, dude.
tired.
Like it just doesn't work out. And so like that's just something that's just how I am. But at the same time, I can be social, but it like scares me to talk to new people. So like, how do you overcome something like that? What are your guys' thoughts? Your boy needs some advice.
Yeah, you
Talking to
seem
peop-
like an extrovert.
No.
No, really?
Well, at least back in high school, I wasn't, for sure. You could talk to anybody in my family, and I was the quietest dude ever.
Dang.
But it was definitely after when I served on a mission. I kind of have to come out of your shell.
Yeah. That is
And
true.
I realized then that for me, and I was speaking another language too, and that gave me a lot of confidence. Whenever I speak, we learned Spanish, but for whatever reason, whenever I had to speak it to people, I never felt like scared or anything. Of course, I felt kind of dumb if I said something wrong or by mistake, but I just laugh it off. But as I was speaking the other language, it was just much easier to communicate people, you know, because I'd say the most basic things in Spanish on a level that they can understand, and we just both mutually agree. Like, it was just really easy talking, if that makes sense. But I mean, now back in the States, I guess I try and do the same thing. Obviously, not going around speaking Spanish to people. Oh, so, you know. But for me, it's just kind of like just find like a ground I can meet them on, if that makes sense. Like, oh, hey, what's up? And like, you know, it's really easy going to, at least in college, right? Because we all there for some of the same reasons. So it's really easy to connect. Like, oh, you're here for this major. Oh, I'm here for this major. Oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Right?
That's true. Yeah.
I just try and find this level ground we can meet each other on, and we just kind of connect. Just for me, at least.
That's what's up, bro.
That's fair. So like when you moved from Cali to here for school, and then you moved in with your roommates, how'd you like break the ice with them right away?
Yeah, that was tough because I just looked up my apartment online in the room. I just saw pictures and moved in. I didn't know anybody. I got there the first night, and it was my roommate. I'm sure he's cool with me throwing his name in there, Spencer. He's cool.
We'll bleep it in case you didn't. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But I got there, and it was pretty late. It was probably like 10 o'clock, and he still wasn't there. So I was like, oh, maybe you don't have a roommate. I don't know. I was chilling there. And then he talked to... we just started talking as soon as he came in that night. It was like 11, and for some reason we had a really good chat. Like I was saying, we found some ground that we could speak on. He happens to love basketball, and I happen to love basketball. As soon as we found that out, we just kind of went off. And that really broke the ice for us. After that, I think it really set the tone, honestly, because now I've been there for several months, and we're like some really good friends, some best friends almost. And it all just started with that little quick conversation, the quick little discovery that we both like basketball. He definitely likes basketball a lot more than me. But as soon as we made that connection, it's just so much easier to talk. And now we just talk all the time about anything. We talk about each other's families, talk about church, talk about school, his work, what I want to do, what he wants to do. It just made it really easier. And same with all my other roommates, because I obviously didn't know them either. But that's pretty much what happened. I just try connecting as soon as I can. The faster, the easier, right?
Yeah. Sweet. Thanks for sharing, bro. Dang, we got kind of serious.
Yeah.
Lost the energy. Just kidding.
Do you guys have anything to add to that? No? Conquering
Any other
shyness?
fears, deeper fears? Fearing your own potential? Just kidding.
No? Okay.
You good? Quiet.
Nice.
Okay, I got another thing that kind of goes along the same lines here that we wanted to talk about. And I know maybe we're jumping the gun, but we pulled this topic from a cup full of topics. So
yeah, that's what those
Okay.
cups are.
that's what the cups are.
The brothel cup?
That's
Didn't
part
need
of
to
it.
drop the name, bro.
That's part of it.
That's for all the used ones. Anyways.
It's like
Who did that? Who made that cup?
I just hope your listeners are of an appropriate age. That's all.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Oh, they
12 and
will.
up.
yeah.
Wait,
Between
hold
the
on.
ages of 3 and 5.
Yeah. Hey, if they're 5 and up,
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter at that point. Like, they're going to be like, what's that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyways,
It's alright.
that's awkward.
If you guys want to know what it is, look it up.
No. No.
I'm just
Please
kidding. Don't.
Please don't. Don't look it up.
It's not a real word.
But anyways, the topic we want to talk about, our last one here. What scares you the most about having kids? I know you guys, hold on, not going to assume. None of you guys are parents, right?
I have my son. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. You have.
That's right. You have Juancito, right?
Yeah. he turns 7 in January.
Wow. So what's like the scariest thing about having kids? What are you scared of? What do you think you're going to struggle with? That's for everybody. Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know. Rachel's just one of those names where you can say it really aggressively.
That is true.
It's like Friends. You know?
Friends.
Rachel. Sorry.
I've never watched Friends, so I don't know.
Well, I actually was talking kind of about this with a friend today. So she has a baby. It's actually Ethan's cousin. I'm friends with Ethan's cousin.
Oh,
yeah.
We went to
Word.
school together. So.
I know her.
She's
Um,
finding her way into the family, dude.
Oh, sorry.
No.
But so she has a baby, and we were in this store, like a really cutesy children's book store. Like, you know, everyone's into like kind of more earthy type things nowadays. Anyway, we were just like looking around the store, and we started talking about how children nowadays are just like losing their ability to, or not ability, but just they're less interested in exploring outside. You know, a lot of them are kind of glued to their phones or iPads or whatever their parents give them, and I want, as you know, I really want to be a mother one day, and I think what scares me about having kids is that I want to influence my kids to do good things without like forcing them to do those things. Like I really, really feel strongly about like children are just a lot more capable than I think we allow them to be, and there's a lot of people nowadays, parents who, you know, become helicopter parents, and I think it's reducing like the resiliency in children nowadays. You know, like parents freak out when they like see a child walking to school on their own nowadays. You know, it's like, okay, it's not that far. Like, they're not going to get kidnapped, but everyone's accusing people of being bad parents because they're trying to have their children, you know, be able to do things, you know, and part of that is like exploring the outdoors and just, I don't know, the things that like I enjoyed so much being a kid. Like, I want that to be my kids too, but, so yeah, I want to influence my kids to like do that, but I don't want to make those choices for them, you know? So that's something I've been thinking about, like how can I be a parent that influences my children to do good, but then how do they choose that good for themselves? I don't know. And I maybe like we can't control our children, right? Like, but I want them to choose good things. I don't know. Does that
Interesting.
make sense?
No, yeah.
No, that did make sense. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
This guy.
I just was like, why is there not 4? Because I created 4 and then it was gone. So they'll hear you on the other mics.
Yeah.
They'll pick you up. It'll
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
But that's a good point.
That's awkward.
I honestly didn't think about it like that because my parents, especially my mom, she's Puerto Rican, and she's very strong and expressive with how, with the way she says things. So like whenever she sees kids outside on their own, she does make those kind of remarks. But I didn't think about it in that perspective, so that's very interesting. You got something to add?
No, yeah. Ethan, what you got? What are you scared about having kids, dude? Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank
Rachel,
you.
Kara, anything? They're like, we really don't want to do this.
That's all right. Satch?
Okay. I think I have something. I think it's along the same lines, I guess. But, like Josh, I guess you're the only one here that really knows me. Sometimes I just say things, and I like do things. I don't do anything dumb, really. But like, when you're young, you're always, whether you're like conscious about it or not, like you're always like watching people and observing people and acquiring, you know, phrases, or, you know, you watch people do stuff and you try it. Like, at least that's how I was as a kid. That's how because I played basketball too. I would observe everybody, and I would kind of try a little bit of everything. And so as a future parent, having a kid who I know is constantly observing everything that everyone does, I'm kind of scared that he's going to copy what I do. And he's going to create some bad habits. And not only that, but like other people, especially with the internet.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it is what it is kind of a thing. Like, I'm just going to have to live with it. But that just kind of scares me, because we have access to a lot of different things, and there's a lot of videos and other things you can watch and things to try. And like, if I'm taking my kid to the hospital every 5 seconds, I don't know if I want to, you know, be that way.
Yeah.
Or anything, or whatever, you know. You have all those people on the internet that are way like just uncensored about things. And so as a kid, I feel like coming up, like as a parent, it's my responsibility to teach him what's right and things like that. But, you know, it's just that one fear, like, everyone's doing it, why can't I, you know? And like, that just kind of scares me personally, I guess, a little bit. But
yeah, I would be on that same boat, really. Like, because already with Gio, like, he's not my son, but I treat him as such.
That's his
especially
little brother, by the way.
Yeah, it's my little brother. When my parents aren't around and I do take care of him, like I would think of him as a son because I've been taking care of him since I was 16, and just like I won't go too much into detail with it, but like with the whole LGBTQ community, like not expanding, but like being promoted even in like kid shows and kid films and all that. Like I personally ain't, like don't care too much about it, but it's like when it's when the audience is like young children, is like how do you explain that kind of deal? Because he even asked a question, and I personally didn't know how to respond to it, so I just said I'll tell you when you're older type thing, you know, as a joke. But it's like raising them to do what's right, raising them to be better than I am type deal. Because you know me, how I just say stuff and then sometimes something that I'm thinking accidentally slips out, and it's like, whoa, like dial it back a little bit.
Josh,
so like,
chill, bro.
Yeah. So saying stuff like that in front of my kid would be like a big fear, and then trying to make sure that they talk to whomever for whatever reason, but understanding the difference between right and wrong.
I think that made me think kind of another fear, but also like something I'm excited for is you do what you can to raise your kids the way you feel is the right way to raise your kids, right? Like everyone, there's maybe some general principles that go into parenting. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I can't really, say I know the right answers. But I don't want to be the parent who takes away opportunities for my kid to make choices and to figure out what is right in some circumstances.
Yeah.
Realizing with your case, with the community, that community, like helping them understand that like my family, we're gonna accept everybody. Like everybody's accepted. There are certain ways in which we live and what we believe, but ultimately that's up for you to find out, because that's where real growth happens. I feel like sometimes, I mean, I met tons of kids growing up where like their parents were just over their heads about everything, and just like they really had no opportunity to make choices and to, have failures, have mistakes, and experience all that. And we know some of them today a little bit, and because they didn't have those learning experiences younger, they're going through it now. And now that they're adults, it's a little rougher, I feel like, And so, like, I just want to create an environment in which my children are able to make decisions, experience failure, and have someone like me there as a support and a source for advice. Not so much, you got to do this and this and this because this is going to be, this is how it needs to be, Like, I think my parents were like that. And maybe I did turn out a failure, but but I think ultimately it blessed my life, and so I just want to provide that same opportunity for all my children. If I have children. Just kidding.
No, yeah, just going along those same lines. I mean, it seems like we all agree about this fear, so to speak, that we have. Yeah. Just finding this middle ground, right? Because we all know people that have been really sheltered or not sheltered. I don't want to say that because that's not fair. But really, I guess restrictive, right? Restrictive parents and really unrestricted parents, and you can just see which ways they go. It's like anywhere you see it could go really, really well or really, really bad on this end, and really well and really, really bad on this end too, right? Mm-hmm. And that's, for me, that's, I guess I could say what my fear would be is how do I find that middle ground? Because my parents, I feel like they were pretty strict for good reason, and at the same time they weren't strict, Like, for example, I could stay those days I wanted as long as I texted them, I'll be back at this time, right? Like I didn't have to be in bed, at 8 o'clock, right? I think it's just the really hard part. I talk to people that have kids and they're like, oh, I don't know if I should homeschool my child because I don't want this to happen from what they've experienced back in the past, or I don't want to homeschool my kid for this experience. It's just stuff like that, and I think it's really hard to differentiate. But like on a more positive note, I mean, we did it. And we all have different experiences.
Yeah.
But I feel like I grew up and I'm a pretty decent human being.
We made it this far.
Right here, right? I'm not in jail. I'm not doing anything crazy. And I think that we just got to have as much faith as what our parents give us, right?
And that's the scariest thing in the world, dude.
Yeah.
Like, finding that middle ground, that scares the crap out of me, dude. Because you then go from giving advice and supporting and loving this kid. You always love him and do all that stuff. But you go from that to being the observer.
Yeah.
And you get to watch your kids go through so much. And that's what's hard. That's what's going to give me a hard time holding myself together.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy, but it's like in my opinion, it's a necessary step in life, So.
Yeah, it's fair.
Oh, you got something?
I do have something. I was waiting for my turn.
Dude, I got your thing recorded now
too.
too.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just gonna say, I just think the failure of parents in today's society now are the inability to, or just there's so many self-proclaimed, parent experts, that tell you if you do it this way, it'll solve all your problems and your children will be great, But I think what we fail to see is that every person, every child is so different. You could be the mother or father of 6 kids, and each child is going to have some different temperament, and the way you raise your oldest is going to be so different from the next kid. And I think we do ourselves a disservice when we tell ourselves that there's just one way. And I think this is what kind of you were saying, Sam, just that there's one way to parent a child. And I think what we need to just remember is, every child is different, and that parenting is going to look differently for every child. And extremes are never good. We know that politically, and it's the same thing goes with parenting. And if you take any type of development class, you learn about permissive parents versus authoritarian parents. Any parent who's super strict to their child with no love, it's going to be detrimental to them. The same with a parent who lets their kid do whatever they want. There needs to be a middle ground, and you find that balance with each child. And if you just do it with the intent to, it just goes all back to love. You just have to love them for who they are. This is, I don't know, this is like this precious thing, like this gift that you're given, and we're all so afraid of failing with it. I think that's what scares us the most. Like, we don't want to fail this person who we already feel so inadequate to begin with, and then we're given this person. How the heck does someone expect us to raise this child perfectly? And there just is no straight answer for how to raise a child, for everyone across the board. And so you just have to just know that there are going to be mistakes that are made, but if you do it with the intent to love them, I think for the most part our kids are going to turn out okay. So that's what I think.
Nice. Well put. That's a... Not just thinking about that. Just trying to find... I can't find the words to respond to that, but those are very good points.
My dad has... He probably stole it from somewhere. But he's always talking about, growing up, he was always talking about being a parent, and when we'd hit a rough patch or something, and things would get real, and we'd really talk about something. Not only me struggling as a rebellious little kid, but him, not knowing what to do as a father sometimes. He's like, man, we're all just doing this life once. This is our first time. He'd always say that. And he'd be like, never been a dad before. Doesn't matter how many kids you have. I've only been a dad once. I'm still trying to figure it out. And so that's a part of it too. Parents, I don't know if we have parents listening, but you know, as parents, I think maybe they're probably a little hard on themselves. I've seen my mom be really hard on herself for feeling that responsibility for choices that I've made. And so it's a little scary, but hey, man, everything always works out. So
Fair.
that's how it goes.
All right, so let's wrap this up.
Any last thoughts? Corner, Kara, Rachel. No.
Got 5 seconds.
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Yeah, say something Mandarin.
Can you say a joke in Mandarin? Do you know?
But we
You have
won't
to
get
know-
it.
you
I
have
don't
to
know
a
why I
joke,
said-
Rachel.
What you got?
I don't know any jokes in Chinese.
Can you roast Josh in Mandarin?
Yeah, can you roast him?
Yeah, roast me.
Like his beard or
That's not
something.
nice.
Dude, no, hold on. Rachel, I know this is probably against your character, but I'm going to ask you this. Can you roast Josh? Like, say something super mean in Mandarin and not tell us what it is?
I'm fine with that.
Don't translate it.
Something really tough, you know.
Yeah.
And listen, if you have to answer to God after this live, I'll take responsibility because I told you to do it.
All right, Josh, 你很笨.
Oh, she called you a butt. No,
That's
don't
what
know.
I heard. That's
Don't
all right.
translate it. Just leave it.
Yeah, just leave it there.
If you know Mandarin, you're welcome.
Leave it
Those
in the
Mandarin
comments.
listeners out here.
You're welcome.
The Chinese speak.
Yeah, do you know what she?
I'm
All right.
Filipinos. Yeah.
Yo,
Well,
hey, listen. Thanks for coming on, Ethan.
Yeah, we
course, man.
appreciate it.
Thanks for
And for
everyone
you
else.
guys,
We're gonna have to
Sarah,
do.
Kara, and Rachel.
Would you guys be down to join again sometime? Like, and we slap you in front of the camera too. That was a weird way to say it, but
Yeah, I think if we had a little more notice, we'd want to be visible. So we're
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
we're just the
Ethan,
ghosts in
do
the
you-
corner right now. But yeah.
All right, awesome.
sick. We'll have you back.
Yeah. So Ethan, I'll contact you. So yeah, no tupo. So we're not gonna do would you rather questions because they have to go too.
Ethan, anything you want to say? Last things.
Yeah. Final words. Go.
I think I'm good, you know.
Add me on Snapchat.
Nice.
What?
Say something in Tagalog. Do you remember
Do you
anything?
know that?
I could say, Ikaw ay maganda.
Did you roast Josh?
No.
Try it again.
I said you are beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, you're welcome, you know.
What's up,
Just leave on a positive note, on last note.
Always.
Hey, oh, my
Thank
boy.
you. That Give
that,
it.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
awesome. Awkward.
that's why. Kara, that was natural.
All right, well, Satch, you know what to do.
Oh,
Drop
wait.
that beat, my
Oh,
guy.
I wasn't ready.
Oh,
And they
wasn't
can hear the
ready.
beat, huh?
All
I
right,
got you.
well, yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for being here. And that's everything. So keep that peace of mind. Yay! All right.
Shout out to the audience.
Yeah.